Sullivan. I'm a former IRS agent and teaching instructor. Welcome to my YouTube station. Today I'm going to be talking about Optima Tax and the number of complaints they have in case you're thinking of using them. Right now, if you go to the Better Business Bureau.org, you will see that Optima has 228 complaints that were closed in the last 12 months. That means they got 228 complaints. How they closed them, you can go on that link and find out. I am a former IRS agent. I worked for IRS for 10 years. I've been in private practice for 40 years. I'm a national expert in IRS resolution matters. You can go to my homepage at 777irs.com. I've been on the national news at least 8 times in the last 3 months. I don't know how many times, to be honest, but it's been a number. And I have worked thousands of cases. And more important, I have a whole team of former IRS agents and attorneys on that staff. This is not to bash Optima. It's not doing that. I'm sure they have many fine people, and just like any other firm, they got good people and not so good people. One of the problems that I have with them, I get many complaints on this phone about Optima Tax and how much they charge the people. One person was telling me they don't have crystal balls, and just complaints that they haven't followed up with people. And it really gets bothersome, actually, to me, that they peddle this IRS tax settlement, and that IRS writes off billions or millions of dollars a year. So I just want to point this out to people. Here's the problem with Optima and all these big tax resolution companies. So and Optima just comes out because those are the people that call me and complain. There's others, but I just want to tell you this because they've had so many complaints that were closed. Now, many of these complaints, I'm sure, could have been the people who had the accounts there. I don't know. I didn't read all of them. I read some of them. Communication seems to be a problem. Here's the problem that you're going to have with any big national firm. When I say national firm, how do you know if they're a national firm? Because most of them dominate the ads. You hear the name all the time, and that means they go ahead and they spend their money advertising, paying salespeople on advertising. Well, who's going to pay for that? You're paying for that really in your price. But here's the problem that you have with any tax resolution company. When you engage a tax resolution company, you do not get to speak to the person working your case on the initial engagement. That's a huge problem because you're giving a salesperson generally your information, and they're taking notes, dictating the notes, and eventually it gets back to somebody working your case. You need to speak directly to the people on the get-go to find out what a professional thinks about your case. You need either to speak to an attorney, a CPA, or an enrolled agent, and speak to them who's been in this business for a long time, and based on the facts, let them give you the opinion. So just don't bite because you see all these ads of people can write your debt off, or they've written off millions of dollars and you can settle your debt. It is true, you can settle your debt if you have the right criteria. As a former IRS agent, I accepted and denied offers in compromise. Why does IRS write off billions of dollars a year? It's not because that company made that happen, even though those companies accept offers in compromise and get some of them, in fact, approved. Many of them, I'm sure they don't. It's because the statute has blown, the 10-year statute has blown on many cases. So anyway, I want you to know when you're hiring somebody, you've got to know the specific person that you're hiring, not the company. It's more important to find a person. So whether it's Optima or any big tax resolution company, know who you're hiring, know what the result is going to be. And that person does have a crystal ball, because based on the information you're giving me or somebody else, we're going to be able to tell you the outcome of your case, because when you work so many cases, you're going to know exactly what's going to happen. So in fact, it's not called a crystal ball, it's called experience in knowing what can happen. Anyway, this isn't to bash any one company. I'm just letting you know so you know. I'm not trying to, you can go ahead and see the number of complaints they have. Let me just get this in thing. So I always go backwards so you can see for yourself. That's what they have. Anyway, be careful of using any company, not just Optima. I'm just telling you, speak to the professional yourself. Anyway, please give me a subscription. I give you the information you want. I've got about 1,500 YouTubes about all different subjects and back taxes. So anyway, call me anytime you need. Free consultations available. Thank you for the subscription.